Hello kids, so in this worksheet we are going to need our pencil, eraser and a ruler and our sharpener. Also we need our watercolor pencils and a cup of water and zero size brush or a 2-number brush. And also we need a waistcloth. Okay, so please write your name and your teacher's name before beginning the worksheet. And let's begin with drawing the four-sided border for this worksheet. As you can see, already the image has been printed in the worksheet and we will be using watercolor pencils. And why do we need water for watercolor pencils? As the name itself says, it is a watercolor pencil. So first we will color the whole worksheet like how we use our normal color pencil. In the same way we color the whole worksheets, but once after coloring, then we will apply some water on the brush. So it will be a plain water, it will not be any colored water. It should be a clean plain water and we will apply that water using our brush on top of the colors which we have applied on the worksheets. Did you understand kids? So this is how we will be using the watercolor pencils. I'll show it to you now by coloring. So now I am taking all the greens which I have, that is light green, sap green, darker green and the darkest green. And now I am starting to color for the bushes of the trees. If you can observe here, I am just going very slow on the edges of the borders. Why is that? Because in the edges we are not supposed to spread the colors out of the border. It is wrong. So be careful and color it very light and neat. Don't spread the colors and don't leave any white gaps. And first I used a bottle green and now I am using a darkest green. Okay, we can use different shades of green for different bushes just to make sure that it looks more good, because if it is one single green for the whole forest, how it will be good? So that's the reason we will be using different shades of green. In the forest, if you can observe, one tree will be having a darker leaf and one tree will be having a very light leaf. And also if you can observe, there will be some trees which will be having colorful leaves like yellow, red, etc. So we have to always make sure that we make our worksheet more colorful. I'm almost completed, and also if you can see, I'm only using one direction to color. So even you have to make sure that you use only one direction. So do not use like from left to right and from top to bottom. Do not scribble and do not leave the marks of the line. It will look very bad. So please color very slowly, because when you are increasing your speed, what happens in a hurry, you might spread the colors out of the box and also you might leave some white gaps. Also there is possibility that you can even scribble. So that's the reason, please make sure that you take some sufficient time to color your worksheets. So if you observe here, I am coloring the backgrounds first, not the tree which is there in the front. So first I am coloring all the greenery bushes, because if you see in the worksheet, there are lots of greeneries. There are tree bushes and also there are some grasses, everything. So lots of greeneries are there. Forest means it is filled with greenery because there are no humans living in the forest to cut the trees. But still humans are expanding and they are cutting the trees, which is very bad. We should not cut down the trees. Remember that. Observe carefully. So when we find a small space inside the tree bushes, we will use a different color for that. So that is called as a highlighting. Okay. And if you can see now, I'm using the brown shades. I'm using the darker brown, I'm using the medium brown, and also I'm using the lighter brown. So now I am coloring the tree. I used a darker brown and now I am using the light brown. You can see for each and every line I'm changing the colors and I'm blending it neat. If you don't have three shades of brown, definitely you can use only two shades of brown and color like one line in a darker brown and one line in a lighter brown. Okay, so if you can see here, I have colored the whole worksheet. So for the trees, I have used the light brown, dark brown and the medium brown, and for the bushes and the grasses, I have used all the shades of green. And now if you can see, I am applying plain water on top of the green. Can you see? I'm just spreading the water. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just spreading the water. And you have to be very careful because water might spread everywhere. And as I have used the same green for this particular area, I'm using the same brush and same water. Okay, but if it is a different area, then we will wash the brush and then we will again apply the water on that particular area. I hope you all are doing it with me and I hope everyone are enjoying the session. So now I didn't wash the brush, I just took some water as I was out of water. I'm applying more water again. Please make sure that you get a smooth effect like this. Okay, I'm just spreading the water all over the area which we want. So be careful while going with the edges. You have to be very slow and careful. It might spread. And also do not apply too much of water wherein your paper gets soaked and it will be torn apart. And also too much of water will be smudged and it won't look good. So now I washed my brush and I'm using the plain water for the lightest green. So this is called as a sap green. Now again I'm washing the brush and I'm using it for this darker sap green. So everywhere I'm using only one technique, that is a flat wash technique, and I'm just spreading the water on top of the particular area which I want it. Okay, even you have to do the same and do not leave any kinds of patches on the trees or the bushes. So you have to make sure that you paint it evenly without any patches. Do not leave any patches or do not leave any white gaps as well. It looks odd. Throughout the worksheet, we will be using the same flat wash technique. I'm just applying more water because if I'm finding some patches over there. So that's the reason I'm applying more water. Whenever you feel patchy area, you can correct it by applying water. And when we are doing the thin branches, you have to be more careful because already we have applied the darker color which is brown, and if brown spreads to green, it will definitely look shabby, no? So that's why you have to be very careful, and please use a zero number brush or a triple zero brush for all these tiny detailing parts. If you don't have, definitely you can use even one number brush or two number brush. That is also fine. And we do the same technique for all the worksheet. So now it looks very smooth and neat, isn't it? So even you do the same, practice again and again so that it comes out great. I'll be waiting for your worksheets to be uploaded in the Google Classroom, kids. Remember, art is always a good start.